got an idea. Something I would really like you to get in the habit of is when you reach a point in your practice session, you know you're getting close to your limit for the day. I want you to start recording it. Start recording video, and then when you do hit our minimum speed of 240 that we're shooting for, bam, you got it. And just send that guy over to me, and this can help us be more efficient with how we work on these things, okay? So, yeah, I was thinking about making one more thing for you, but then I thought about this whole, let's be as efficient as possible. So, your picking speed is great. Like, you've got what we want it to be, or at least what I wanted it to be. You got the minimum shred guitar picking speed set. Now you got to keep going. So just fiddle around with stuff. Probably should make something here for you. Maybe just for people in general here. See, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to teach you how to make a drum track. Wait, you don't have Guitar Pro. I highly recommend you get Guitar Pro because this is going to help immensely. So, alright, tell you what, I'm going to demonstrate this first, and then I'm going to show you how to make a drum track in Guitar Pro. They have a month free trial, I believe. And this is one of the best things any guitar player can have, not just for practice, but, writing your own stuff. It's great. And learning other songs too. Man, get it. Get it. Highly, highly recommended. There's a bit of learning necessary to use the program in terms of writing things. I do not feel it was very user-friendly if you don't know rhythmic notation. There's another program called PowerTab. I think that was the first tab software like this, where you could listen back to everything. I think PowerTab was first. I might be wrong. I do know that I saw PowerTab first, and it was free. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. Highly recommend Guitar Pro. So, if you get it through this week, wonderful. And then you can use the little drum track thing I'm going to make for you here. Anyway, so let's demo this guy. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I purposely chose to finish each bar with the pinky to make the pinky get more work. Work that, whatever that muscle is. I worked mine so much that now the tendon attached into here is messed up, so you might have to put on some lifting gear in order to play faster, safely. And what's odd is I've thought about actually getting an arm brace just for picking. I think this arm might need it too. I'm all banged up for playing for over 20 years. Silly. All right, 120. 1, 2, 3. 180. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 240. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 260. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 280. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 300. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, when you do your end of practice video taping, remember, go as far as you can with accuracy. Remember this too. Always chase the accuracy. Never the speed. Never the speed. Never the speed. I like how Mike Israetel put it today in their latest video about like beginner mistakes. And for beginners, more weight on the bar is a reward for performing perfect technique. So, the technique's got to be there before you increase the weight. Same thing here. Technique has to be there, has to be accurate before you increase the speed. Speed is a byproduct of playing faster at accurate, or let me rephrase that. Speed is a byproduct of playing accurately at faster and faster tempos. It's a byproduct. Speed is not our gain, or is not. I mean, we all want to be faster, right? I know that is your goal, but I don't want you to look at that as your goal. Your goal is to be accurate, and you just work on being accurate a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Form, form, form. Form. Okay. Let's do the thing I said. So when you get Guitar Pro, we're going to look at making a new track here. And usually it's strings that come up first, because that's what people use it for, right? We're going to go to drums and use the first thing, the drum kit, create that. Now, if that window's not there when you start a drum track thing, go to Tool, go to View, show Drum Kit View. It'll bring that up. So what I'm going to do here is program, let's see, I'm going to do like a quick double kick type thing. I can also open up these panels here. So these three things, very important to know about. So the left one, that is where your note values are held. The middle one shows like track volume. If you have multiple tracks, then you got multiple things to fiddle with. And then the right here, you have song information and track information you can mess with. So, I'm going to do here, if I'm going to put on 16th notes, I'm going to hit the kick, and then I'm going to hit the letter C to copy, and I'm just going to do this a bunch. So now the full bar, or the bar is filled up with 16th notes. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to put an open hi-hat on the down beat of every beat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hang on, let's see. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Yeah, so I want the snare on the 2 and the 4. Okay. Snare hit on the 2 and the 4. And let's listen to that real quick. Whoops, I need to unplug the headphones here. Turn that down some. That's silly. Ugh, that sounds awful. I haven't messed with this yet. It's too rumbly. Oh, whatever. Anyway. So 180 is what you got to. And actually the drum thing I'm thinking of, I hope this isn't boring. I hope it's informative for when you start doing this stuff. So I just remove the snares. Okay, actually what I want is the hi-hat on every down and up beat. I'm thinking of a power metal type drum beat. Okay, so I want the snare hitting on the upbeat of every beat. I think this is the thing I'm thinking of. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to come up here, click on the little tempo, and I'm going to set this to 180. Okay, I know that might sound ridiculous. Here it is. Well, remember, this is the speed you got to with 16th notes, so you should be able to do this. So you have that thing going. If you know your scales, just start picking. Just improvise at that speed. And you will make mistakes just like that. Okay, so we'll do a two. I showed you what to do there to make a drum beat. So instead of sending you this, I want you to make one. You don't have to do that specific drum beat. I just really like that one. If you could change it, it might make it a little bit easier to follow. I should go back to what I was originally going to do when I was mistaken on how I wanted this thing to sound. Let's actually put it back to where it was. Because you do want it to be something that you can follow fairly well. And what I was just now doing, I can see that being a bit too hectic. Especially with the drums sounding the way they do, with MIDI drums being what they are. Oops. Let's try this one. Whoops. I need to remove that one. Okay. So that might be a bit easier to follow, something like that. Definitely much easier to follow. There you go, some ideas there. Goes back to the original drum beat I programmed, where you have 16th notes for the kick, and then you have open hi-hat on the downbeats for all 4 beats, and then you have the snare on the downbeat of only the 2nd and 4th beat. So do that. You can do something like that, and also with your triplets at 240. And then over here is where you would make whoops, I gotta show you that. So it's real quick. I'm going to delete that. So you're going to come over here, put on your triplets, And I just like having double kick stuff to follow. So right there is a 16th. We're going to change it to an 1/8 notes. Hit C to copy. Again, I'm just going to fill up the whole bar. Do kind of like the same thing. I'll have the open hi-hat on the downbeat of each beat. And then we'll have the snare on the 2 and the 4. Come back here, put your cursor at the start. Change the tempo to yes, 240, because that was our minimum. It's the minimum speed we want here for picking triplets. And then just improv picking triplet stuff. Shouldn't that be constant either? And then when you feel ready, crank up the speed. Let's do, I don't know, 275. So, hopefully that gives you some ideas there. Basically, to summarize all that, you need to use what you got. Just like gym stuff, right? You've built the strength, or in this case, the speed. If you don't keep using the speed, you will lose it. Maybe not 100%. You can certainly get it back pretty quick. But now that you've got it there, you got to just do stuff to maintain. So if you need further ideas, let me know. But if you can improv stuff like that, I think it would help out the best. Alright, long video, but you got any questions, let me know. I will see you next week.